Speed Reading Unleashed: Mastering Chunking in English Reading. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our series on English reading comprehension strategies. Today, we are going to cover a vital part of improving reading speed and fluency: chunking. Specifically, we'll focus on a practical aspect of it: reading practice with chunked text. By the end of this video, you'll be able to understand how to practice chunking and improve your reading speed dramatically. Before we dive into the practice, let's quickly understand what chunking is. Chunking is a reading strategy where you read groups of words together as a single unit or chunk, instead of reading word by word. It helps increase your reading speed and enhances comprehension. Now that we understand what chunking is, let's move on to the fun part: practicing it. Practicing chunking allows us to train our brains to recognize groups of words as units of meaning, rather than separate words. This, in turn, boosts our reading speed and comprehension. But more importantly, it can make reading a more enjoyable experience. Now, how do we practice chunking? Here are some steps to guide you. 1. Start with simpler texts. Choose short paragraphs from children's books or beginner-level English reading materials. They are typically composed of simpler sentences and common phrases. 2. Identify logical groupings. Look for phrases, clauses, or ideas that naturally belong together. Highlight these groupings and try to read them as one unit. 3. Use a pointer or your finger. As you read the text, guide your eyes with a pointer or your finger to help group words together. 4. Practice regularly. Like any skill, improving your chunking abilities requires consistent practice. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for this practice. This is where the rubber meets the road. Let's look at an example of a chunked text. In the city, there was a busy street, with lots of shops. People were walking quickly, hurrying to buy things, before the shops closed. In this sentence, each indicates a chunk. Practice reading the text aloud, making sure to pause slightly at the end of each chunk. This will help you internalize the idea of reading in chunks and speed up your overall reading speed. So there you have it, everyone. The method of chunking text can be a powerful tool to enhance your reading speed and comprehension. Remember, this is a skill that requires regular practice. So keep practicing, and soon enough, you'll see a noticeable improvement in your reading fluency. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope that this video has been helpful in your journey to mastering English reading skills. Stay tuned for our next videos where we'll continue to explore different strategies to become a more effective reader. Until then, happy reading!